Today we will talk about in timeline mode. The three concepts of content queue and event in the track. The so-called content is what the laser is going to show. The container that storages these contents is called queue. Then the so-called event. It refers to the timeline. During a certain period of time, what's about to happen. So for example, in a media track, play a certain media file within a certain period of time. Maybe it's music. It could also be a video. Or a picture. Event it can also be the laser track. In a certain period of time, a certain queue that is about to run. For example, the second event in the laser track, it refers to running from 4.489 seconds. A queue like this lasted 4 minutes 34 seconds. In laser track, we can think of it as the switch of a certain queue. Events can also be the bus track. The effect of running within a certain period of time. Creating event is also very simple. Just double-click on the track. An event done. In the command menu, create the content we want to display. We give a random content. This is an event we just created. In the event of the laser track, create content directly. The queue containing this content. We call this the local queue. The current first and fourth events is all local queue. All content is created directly within the event. What about the second and third events? Neither is a local queue. We can clearly see. In the lower left corner of the event, there will be two small icons like this. Check the second event first. This corner, there's a little arrow up to the right. It represents the current event, what it refers to. It comes from the workspace, this queue. Then the third event. The arrow in the lower left corner is pointing down. That represents the current event, what it refers to. From the queue list. The second and the third events, they are all queues from elsewhere. And the queue they point to stay relevant. When we change what they point to, the content of this queue, the content in the event will also be changed synchronously. For example, let's change this content. We will find out the content of the event pointing to this queue. Corresponding changes will also occur when we delete this queue. The content in the event pointing to this queue, it will also become empty. Likewise, the second event, it points to this queue. When we change its content, the content of the event will also change accordingly. When we move the queue, when it's located, the content of this event will be lost. Move this queue. When clicking on this event, it becomes an empty event. When we move it back again, contents back. When we save the current timeline show file. In the laser track, all these events pointing to the workspace will automatically copy the queues referenced in the workspace into this queue list. What about the event that pointed to the workspace? Redirect to the queue list. Save it. Come up with a name 101. What about after saving? We notice that now it's arrow down. Such a small sign. That means it points to queue list. This queue is copied. There will be an extra queue like this in the queue list. Is what we copied from the workspace. Next, check some of their other characteristics. Then the local queue when we copy. This event we copied and its original event, they are not relevant. For example, put original event, change the content. We will find out this event we copied will not be affected in any way, then point to the queue list. All these events that point to the workspace, they will be relevant when they replicate. Now the second event points to the SQ in workspace. And we copy this event. We just need to change the content of this queue. We notice that in these two events, it has changed synchronously. And this one is pointing workspace. And to the event in the queue list. The characteristics they have, according to their characteristics, we can choose at the right time to use these points to queue lists. Or an event that points to the workspace. Our ultimate goal is to improve programming efficiency. Thanks for watching.